Hey guys, this is TBD episode 22. On this episode, we talked a little bit about Caitlyn Jenner and some drama she had with Jimmy Kimmel, about slip and slide diarrhea, and something important that's happening here in Chihuahua. Stay tuned.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Hey guys, this is TBD episode 20 dose.
2022.
20 dose. It's me, Evelyn, and Katia here today. And we got some solid stories, some stories that aren't so solid. That's gonna be a very funny joke a little bit later with one of our topics.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fucking great.
For shizzle, not dizzle. But hey guys.
So what do you guys want to start off with?
Well, we'll start off a little bit controversial.
Okay, I love controversial
with Caitlyn Jenner thing.
Oh wow!
It's a big news story. We'll introduce it to you guys. Basically, on a like a late night episode with Jimmy Kimmel, he said a comment that was, Caitlyn Jenner is basically just Trump in a wig.
Yeah, that's what he said, and then Caitlyn Jenner replied with this tweet saying, "Last night, Jimmy Kimmel called me Donald Trump with a wig. He obviously believes that trans women are simply men with wigs on. Where's the outrage from the left or LGBT community being woke? Be more optional if you are a Democrat."
Wow.
Now, I don't know what you guys think about it. What do you give us your thoughts? What are you thinking about?
I just feel like she's using the card. The transgender card in that, because he could have said that about anybody, no? I mean,
I see it both ways, I see it kind of like, okay, like, let's see it from Jimmy Kimmel's side. I mean, he's a jokester. Like, you have to understand that when you go to his show, he's going to bust your balls for one thing or another.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, maybe he saw it as it's a joke, like, hey. It's a joke that's not going to be anything controversial. So that's why he did it. But I do see it from Caitlyn Jenner's part where she's like, hey, you know what? Like, you're offending me as a woman because you're saying that I am basically just a man with a wig, which is not. Like, I went through this whole process to become what I am today. So obviously you're offending me, but you're just not offending me. You're offending the whole community.
Yeah.
And I guess what she was trying to do with that tweet is like to get people to like go after Jimmy Kimmel with it, which is like, hey, you know what? And mostly because it's, I guess, Pride Month. So I mean, obviously it's something that, you should be making those comments, and plus you're in 2021. But I think she just also wanted to get a lot of spotlight to her.
Yeah, that's true. Completely agree with you. But I also feel like I said before, I feel like he could have said that about any other woman talking about the subject or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think, at least the way that I took it, the way that I'm seeing it is that when he said like, it's just Donald Trump in a wig, like I think what I feel is that he was referring to her like political stances. Because she's very right-wing. She's very, like, pro-Trump about all of his policies and all of his bullshit that he was doing. And that's why I think she specifically said Donald Trump in a wig and not, like, you're just, she's just being a what the fuck is it? A right-winged man in a wig, because he didn't say that. He said it's Donald Trump in the wig specifically because of the policies and what she's trying to peddle out there.
Exactly.
And so she's like, no, it's because he's just saying that I'm a man in a wig, which that wasn't what he was saying.
He was trying to say
because of her beliefs and how she
exactly and it was specifically stated because she's trying to run for office. I don't know for what fucking for, but she's trying to like governor or something, or governess. I don't actually know the term for I think it's governess. I don't know, but
me neither.
But like that, so she's using that as like it's because it means this and this, and it's like that's not like you're just trying to bait, like I was saying earlier, you're trying to bait people to be like, this is offensive and this and this, but that's not the way that it was said.
It wasn't his intention to like say that because he was a trans woman.
And it's very clearly not like a transphobic comment because it has ties to her political views and not her gender.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Exactly, and there is a dicho in Spanish de que si te cae el saco, pues póntelo. You
Yeah.
know, like if you consider yourself as a Donald Trump with a wig because of how either your beliefs and everything, and you really were offended by it, it's because you believe that there is some truth in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
True,
yeah.
true.
And she's trying to be like, oh, it's because this is against like transgender women, but
it wasn't,
I
like-
saw a report where like they asked her, what are your views on transgender girls and transgender women like playing on the team, like on a male team. You know, transgender men playing with girls. You know, so it'd be if I'm getting my terms incorrect, my bad. I'm not trying to be offensive. I just it's like it's if a boy transitioned into a girl
And wanted to play in the girls'
and
soccer
wanted to play like on the girls soccer team, on the girls wrestling team, and Caitlyn Jenner was like, no, I wouldn't allow it to happen because it's not fair and all this fucking crap. Where it's like that's fucking bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where you're questioning exactly what are you defending exactly then.
Yeah.
Because like you want people to have and
a
believe in
hypocrite of her.
equality and stuff, but you're not actually promoting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're openly putting out there that it's not equal when for like at least from what I've read in a lot of professional sports, like transgender women, they have to like they take like hormones and
Yeah.
stuff and to balance them out like with their feelings
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times for like they have to take like different drugs or something or things like that like
Lowers their testosterone down.
lowers your testosterone, and I don't want to say it makes them weaker, but it does like diminish like their normal strength that they just normally have. And so
I've heard
and so a
that.
lot of people, a lot of transgender women, they can be so like with their hormones are messed up, they are weaker than normal people because just of all their hormones that they're putting into themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like she's being fucking ridiculous, you know? You can't
hypocrite.
cry wolf and then also be a fucking wolf.
Exactly.
You know?
True.
And those are my 2 cents about it.
No, I feel the
that's,
same way. Like, I mean, if you're gonna stand for something, like, stand for it right, you know? Like,
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then crying about something that, like, she got offended over that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not like, like, yeah, they should be able to play in sports. I mean, it's equal.
Right.
And then she gets offended over
Over a comment that's not even
over a
about
comment
her
that
gender.
it's not even about her gender.
It's not even her gender, you know?
It's like you're saying, like, like, Evelyn, this for a wig. It's the same thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
She's
like,
blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's just wanting to get clickbait out of it. She's just wanting to get the attention.
yeah, I think it's
out of
just
it,
that she wants
either
attention.
for her views, because she's running for I don't know what, but she
Yeah.
does have a motive for wanting to blow this out of proportion.
Right. And that's all it is. It's just to get more people on her side.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. If you're running for an office or whatever,
gonna be
like you're gonna use every dirty book in the like every dirty trick in the book. You know,
Yeah.
and I mean I'm not trying to be like, oh, if you feel offended by something, you shouldn't because of this and this, because every person's more than allowed to be offended or take anything into offense for whatever reason that they want. You know, that's every person, and especially with anybody in the LGBTQ community, that's completely fine. But
Yes.
Also don't try to weaponize it
Exactly.
because it's gonna diminish when somebody does go through something that's actually against their gender or how they identify themselves as. You know?
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
Completely agree, and I think Caitlyn Jenner should not get the attention that she may receive for this whole
100%.
shebang that she's doing. So I think we're on the same page on this.
Yes.
you guys.
Alrighty. So that was a starting point
A little
on
bit controversial.
a little bit controversy. You know, we're a little saucy today.
A little saucy.
You know, it's a hard Wednesday.
How damn.
I've had some vino. You know.
Yeah. What have you not had today? You had vino, some beer.
I had some chicken too. It was really good. Yeah, it was actually really fucking good. Honestly, if you guys were like, oh, I really want to have some chicken, ask Eloy. He makes really fucking good chicken. I'm just putting it out there.
Of your what?
Eloy, your brother, he makes really good chicken.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Like
to
fucking
be honest.
bomb. Yeah. We're just gonna lead in right into the second topic, which I think is just fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking funny to me.
But that can happen to anybody. But I mean.
No, well, that's the best part about. We'll give you guys the initial story.
Yeah.
Is so there's this show. It's like a revival of an old show, but they're bringing it back, and it's like this like a slip and slide show.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the details. I don't know what like how they compete in it, or I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But the basic gist of it is that what I'm assuming is they go on the biggest hills they can find. They put a big ass slip and slide, and they just have the best time sliding down that bitch. You know?
How fun.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Which is a great time.
Yeah.
It'll be, oh my god, let's we're in our swimsuits. Let's go. You know. But let me ask you guys this. And, you know, this is more for our listeners, all 19, 15 of you. You know, when you go to the albercas,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you go to like some sort of trip that's not at your home and you're gonna be overnighting, or it's gonna be filled with water, you know, what if you know your stomach starts gurgling. You know, it starts. Oh, dang!
I don't fuck with it.
Yeah,
to be honest.
you know what I mean.
It makes it worse, I think.
Maybe you have to. Oh my gosh!
Take the shitters.
Yeah, you gotta go poopy.
You gotta go.
And then sometimes
gotta
maybe
go,
you know,
gotta go.
sometimes you're like, oh man, like I gotta fart this one out. You know, so you kind of you got. Oh guys, I'm gonna set up something over here. I got a call.
Without no signal.
Yeah, and you're you're just you know, oops, oh, you know, you're just hoping. Oh, don't come over here. I'll be right back. You know. Basically, what happened is that there was a huge outbreak of the diarrheas on that show.
Yes.
Just huge, like just massive, like a shit ton of people. And that's the greatest show that it can happen on. It's a specific show where you're sliding on your ass, usually.
Just like
Down this fucking thing.
Imagine like you're going down slide taking a shit and it's just all over you.
It's just streaking. The best part, it's just streaking down. You know, who got the farthest? You know, how are we gonna tell? The fucking brown mark, baby. You know what I mean? It's the greatest thing. It's so fucking funny to me.
Oh my god,
it's nasty. Honestly, George, I just don't think how anybody would even have the courage. Like, if you know you got, hey, your tummy is feeling unsettled, how you gonna get on that shit?
Well, no,
exactly, and because it makes it freaking worse.
It does, yeah. The thing is, though, is that it was some sort of a
little bug.
It was a bug. Yeah, it was like some sort of a bug or parasite that's like common in those areas, and it's very easily spread. Yeah.
Oh,
so basically, just went in from like one person caught it to where it either, I don't know, like, I mean, you're fucking all using the same slip and slide. There's gonna be contamination. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
of course,
a shit ton of people got it. A shit ton of people got it. Yeah.
I just think how the producers might have reacted, like, oh my god,
they were probably like, no, just keep going, just keep going.
Just hold it in, Jacob. Hold your shit in.
Imagine if you're wearing like white bathing suit or something and just shit starts coming out.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's and like with us when we go to the pool. Like if we're on our day or period, we're just like, yeah, I'm not going.
I'm gonna hang back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back. I'm just gonna relax, take a tan.
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna join in on this time, guys.
Yeah, you go for it.
Diarrhea sucks already. Now imagine having diarrhea while going down a slip and slide.
That's just not right.
And for a show.
Where 1,000 billion people are watching it.
It's like, beautiful.
That's
a billion's a big number, but I appreciate you giving them that much confidence that they're gonna get a billion viewers. I mean, I know what you mean.
It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go everywhere on Facebook.
I mean, the thing is, like so far as I've seen, there's not like
it's already in the freaking news.
Yeah. No, there's no like video of anybody like actually like shitting down the fucking thing, you know.
Yeah.
It just like
They
it just
had
a
this-
bunch of people were like, damn, we had like it was just
sick.
you know yeah
Sick.
we're sick, and it was so many people that they're like, oh,
Like,
is something
didn't they
going
notice?
on? What do you mean?
Like when he took a
No, that's why they stopped the show. So what I read is that a lot of people started like coming up with, hey, you know what, I'm sick with this, and they started knowing it as a trait. They're like, hey, you know what, something is going on. So they stopped production. They're relocating and
Yeah. Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. So nobody actually shit down the slip and slide.
Aw.
But that's the pun of it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a good pun. That's what everybody's saying. Like, oh,
It could have been the greatest fucking thing on planet Earth.
like
That could've
imagine
been.
you're on the show slip and slide and, oh, I got diarrhea.
Dude.
It would have been beautiful.
That would've been
Like
fucking
that's how the
crazy.
show would have gotten famous, is by
Yeah.
you know, and maybe it's
If it was,
kind of
like live, and they're just like,
Yeah.
you know how some shows they're live.
like they do it on
Oh,
the live.
yeah.
Yeah.
You imagine that? Oh, that
Imagine.
would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would have been fucking beautiful. And that's the whole thing. It's like, yeah,
We're
somebody
fucked
has
up,
to be
dude.
embarrassed, you know, like
It's fucked.
somebody's gonna be embarrassed as shit, literally.
I mean, things happen.
But it just would have been. I mean, I don't know. I think it just would have been so fantastic. And hopefully, everybody that's
You guys
sick
get better.
gets better. You know.
Hopefully, because, I mean,
Hopefully they hydrate themselves, because it can actually be very dangerous.
Yeah.
So you know, get better.
diarrhea is not a joke, you guys.
It's not.
It's a pretty good joke.
Yeah,
It's a
but
very
take care
funny
of it.
joke.
Take care of it.
Obviously, yeah. Take care of yourself.
Imagine having diarrhea like for a month.
You die.
Freaking
Yeah.
die.
Well, yeah, you
Die.
like you will straight up die.
You will.
But
Dude,
you know,
no.
I feel like we've all had it where it's like, you
Yeah.
know, it's your like obviously everybody's, you know, had diarrhea, but it's like your first date, you know. So you get kind of nervous, and then when you're nervous, like your stomach starts gurgling,
Yeah.
starts bubbling. And at least for me, there's been many times where I'm like, okay, that was a really fun date, and it's like, oh, let's just keep hanging out, and I'm like, God damn it,
I can't do.
like I have
can't.
to take,
The biggest.
I gotta poop, I have to poop, you know, or like I've just been holding in this fart, you know, and then that's why you sneak it away, you know, you got like you're like
And you're all swagging, just like
Yeah, you're just
I
like,
just
fuck.
imagine like George on a date, and he has to take a
a doo doo.
and he's like sweating. He's like,
Yeah, I'm like, oh God.
yeah.
No, that's why you gotta
great,
sneak it
right?
away.
Yeah.
You go to you're like, oh my gosh, I had one too many beers. I gotta go pee, and in the bathroom is where you do your business, but you can only do it for so long.
Yeah.
You know, because then they're gonna know. So it's a waiting game. It's a poop waiting game.
They think you left. No, I kind of like, oh, that's fucked
Like,
up.
oh my
You
God, what are you
left.
doing?
Guys, one time, my dad told me, like, hey, you need to change Aroncito, right? Aroncito is my nephew, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever. He was a small kid. So what do you think is, like, normal, right? So my mom had given him some fucking homemade, what's it called? Homemade baby food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We're
Gonna have to
that's
bleep
okay.
that out.
Well,
So baby had the biggest diarrhea
Oh,
ever.
fuck.
But what I'm telling you,
Oh.
it was green.
oh God.
And then, like, you know how babies
No.
Bye.
crawl around and stuff? He put
Yeah.
his hand in it.
Oh.
And I was just like, and like
No.
he put his hand in his face. And I told my dad, I told him, I think Aaron is going to get pink eye. And my dad's like, why?
Get pink
He's
eye.
like, because you know how people say that when you see a dog shit, you get pink eye?
Yeah.
Well, Aaron brought his own shit to his eye. My dad is like,
Damn.
Katia, you're dumb. That's not going to happen. Go to
'Cause
sleep.
with
That's
kids,
actually what happens.
yeah, with kids, dude, it's just a disaster. A big ass disaster. Because I remember with Emilia, she would poop and like her diaper couldn't handle so much poop that
No
it would just
way.
like go on her back. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
God.
what do I do? Do I throw the whole baby away or just the diaper? Like,
Yeah, that's. I mean, this is probably immature as a heck, but I don't fuck it. That's one of my biggest fears of like having a baby.
Oh, really?
Is having to like clean the poop.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it.
But
I'm
it's a
not. I'm
fear.
not saying I won't do it.
you're like
But-
most men. They're scared.
Yeah,
too.
I mean
Yeah.
that's the whole thing.
And because
like,
they're so dramatic. I feel like guys are very dramatic.
fuck yeah, it's poop.
No, but you guys, there's
I don't know how you guys aren't dramatic about it. It's
You guys,
It's because if we don't do it, who's going to do it?
exactly.
Good point.
But there is also like men that have zero, like
Smell tolerance.
No, like, but they don't care like about that, you know? Because
Right,
I saw
right,
this
right.
video one time where like this girl, she got to the hospital, right? They rushed her to the hospital because she was like going to have her baby, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like cuando va a ser parto natural, they do like the little douche thing so you don't shit yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
saying this things off Google. I am not.
No, yeah, they do that, girl.
So then this girl,
They
she
do.
was like crowning already, so they had no time to do this, right? So like the father is like he's recording
Yeah.
the mother and everything, and then like the girl like she pushes the baby. She had no issues pushing the baby and
Yeah.
stuff, right? And like before she even sees the baby, she just like starts crying like crazy, and like he turns to the camera, he's like, oh my god, and I'm capturing this emotional moment of you because you're crying. He's like, she's like, shut the fuck up, stop recording, I just shit myself. And then he's like, the camera just turns
You can
off.
just hear that.
I'm like, oh my god, that's gold.
And boop.
That's gold. I was like,
Oh
yeah,
my
I could
God.
never. I asked my mom, I was like, did you shit yourself when you had me? She's like, oh my god, Katia, how am I gonna shit myself if you're like this small? She's like, you're not going to.
Yeah.
You're nothing for me. And I'm like, oh well, sorry.
Damn, sorry.
I was like, sorry, I didn't cause enough pain in your labor.
I mean,
that's crazy though.
Yeah. I feel like it probably has to happen often. I would think. I don't know enough about birthing and anatomy, but I feel like it's at least 50-50. It's like
Yeah.
I'm giving birth to my beautiful child. Just,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
had
feel like
that,
it happened.
I had that thing done to me, like right before they take you in.
Yeah.
The douche, they do that to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And well, they did it to me, right? But either way, like when
I mean,
Hey,
you're pushing a
using-
fucking
yeah.
child. Yeah.
It has to come
you're
out.
pushing a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Something's gonna see. At least a fart.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Something's gotta happen.
something's gonna happen.
It's the movie. Something's gotta give.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's true.
Like they're true. That's why when you go pee, sometimes like you're just pushing out the pee and just like, wait. You know what I mean? Imagine pushing out a whole ass fucking baby.
I
Like no.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but
Hopefully-
It
It
happened.
Hopefully you guys were just ready for shit talk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope you
Because
guys
that
aren't
was-
eating.
yeah.
That
That would be worse.
Another shit story, you guys. One time, I'm not going.
Damn,
to
you
name
have a
the
lot of shit
child.
stories.
I'm not going to name the child, right?
Uh-huh.
Like I was babysitting a baby, right? Not a baby, it was a toddler, right? And the little kid's playing around like, oh, la, 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 la. And then he just gets down and like he stands up and he just looks at me. I'm like, ¿Qué pasó?
What's wrong with
And
you?
he's like, nada. I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, ven. And he's just looking at me but nodding like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, just ven. So then I'm like, okay, well nothing happened. I'm like, maybe he's just being weird. Then I start
He's
getting
just
this
being weird.
stench.
Oh
And
no.
I just turned around and asked my brother, I'm like, it wasn't his kid, by the way. My nephew did not do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think he sharded. He's like, ay, cállate, Katia. I was like, how much you want to bet? He's like, I'll bet you a kawama. I was like, okay. Okay. So he did shart himself, but it wasn't like a nasty like diarrhea shart.
Yeah.
It was like a bolita.
Oh, he's a little
like
rabbit.
he just.
Yeah, I guess
Oh my
he just did too much fuerza. But like it was
a
nasty.
It's a little rabbit poop.
I was
How
like,
cute.
Estás estreñido, right? So then I was like, what do I give him? I give him
Tylenol.
jugo de
I'm just
ciruela.
kidding.
Jugo de ciruela, because that way my mom would, when I was estreñida de chiquita, she would give me that, and she would have me sit on the toilet and do this, pegarme en las rodillas.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, so I gave the baby jugo de ciruela, and then the next day the parents asked me, oye, ¿qué comieron? Porque tiene mucha diarrea. el
Hey,
niño."
stop shitting.
I was like, es que está estreñido, and I gave jugo de ciruela. And like, oh, nos hubieras avisado ya en como 3 calzones. Y yo, like, oh,
Damn.
sorry.
Jesus.
I was like,
Poor
"I
child.
love you, baby."
Poor child.
Little,
what's wrong
little
with
Johnny
me?
doesn't stop shitting. What the fuck? Johnny, please.
Dude, we're hella fucked up.
No, I mean, everybody's fine. It's poop. It's everybody
like,
poops.
Like Emilia, like when she first started school, right? Like they're potty trained, and she was potty trained.
Yeah.
But one time, they called me and she's like, hey, you know what? Like, she had an accident. Dude, they let them go to the bathroom by themselves. I think that's hella sad.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Kids.
Yeah, because
Well,
she's little. Like, yeah, they're little kids. I mean.
Yeah, well, she had her incident. I had to go change her because they're not allowed to change them.
Good.
So I went, right? And I was in the little freaking bathroom, like, changing her. Right?
Yeah.
And I see, like, a little of her little classmates. And I'm like, damn, they let them come alone. One little girl didn't even know what to do. And I was like, damn, should I help her? Or should I just, like, do it on your own?
It's all you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, because you don't want to be seen as, like, weird or fucking,
weird
like, a little
stuff
creep.
like that.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, they should, like, at least, like, acompañarlos, you know? Like, go with them.
But that's good. Like,
I know it's good because they learn, but I mean, you're just gonna leave a child there, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Plus,
very.
they can,
Yeah,
like
it's
accidents
fucking-
can happen.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what
mean,
if a
they're
kid
fucking
fell?
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, they're
fucking
little
kids.
freaking toilets. They're freaking
yeah,
durable.
well,
Yeah.
they don't
But
know
I mean-
how to clean themselves, honestly.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How you
I
get
mean-
infections.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, like, I mean, I'm sure there might be fucking reasons or whatever the fuck, but, yeah. I mean,
Just like escort them and
Which-
wait outside at least.
yeah, or I don't know, like, I don't know the solution,
I don't know.
but yeah, that kind of sucks. Like,
Yeah.
especially if they don't know what they're doing. Like, but and who knows if that goes back to like the parents, you know?
Yeah.
Because it could be, but you know, who fucking knows? Now,
That's not shit talking.
that was a shit talking.
That was a shit talk right
we
there.
talking about a lot of poop, and we hope
The shit segment.
we hope we didn't lose all 19 of our listeners with
You're
the
like,
shit talk.
"Fuck this."
They don't just stop talking about shit, dude.
While I'm eating.
I'm trying to fucking flauta and I'm just talking about shit. This is weird. Ugh,
No,
dude.
we're going to
Imagine.
talk about something
Ugh.
that's very important, you guys. That's happening right now in Chihuahua.
True.
And La Sierra.
So,
True.
this year, like 2020, 2021 have not been the greatest years
For us.
for
We
the
don't have
world.
water.
But in Chihuahua, there has been droughts.
Bad
if
droughts,
you guys
yeah.
don't know what droughts are, it's
They took
a
our
sequía.
water.
So basically, we've been having a lot of issues with there's no water in Chihuahua. It doesn't rain or anything. Like, honestly,
hella
everything-
dry.
It's dry. It's dry. Like, it's ashy out here.
It's dry as a
hella
motherfucker.
ashy.
Yeah, so it's
And
super,
it's
super
hot.
dry. So, unfortunately, there is some fire started in La Sierra Tarahumara.
Uh-huh.
Basically, in San Juanito and everything, in that whole area, La Cascada de Vasasiachi and everything. So, there's like, they couldn't stop the fires. They don't know the real source of it as of yet, but they do say that the main thing of it is la sequía, que es porque puede que cualquier chispa o por el mismo calor que está haciendo ahorita
And the
en Chihuahua,
air.
and the air will obviously friction or anything.
Because
it
it's
can happen.
hella hot over
It's
here right
hot.
now,
And especially
guys.
because everything is so dry,
Yeah.
it's easier to get caught on fire.
Yeah.
So it started in La Sierra, in Vasasiachi, and it started spreading. Right now, it's up to San Juanito and Casas Grandes, which is like around there, and they are evacuating. So it is very harsh right now what is happening. Yesterday, we did get some rain, but unfortunately, it was not natural rain. It didn't rain because, it's a cloudy day and it's going to rain.
No, because it was freaking hot. Like, there was,
Yeah.
it didn't even seem like it was gonna rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like out of the blue, like around 3, it just
Yeah.
like it started raining, and the reason it started raining is because they provoked the rain. I'm going to be Spanglish talking, you guys.
Go ahead, that's fine.
I don't know these terms in English as good.
That's fine.
Pero lo que es que provocaron la lluvia. El método que se hace es de que suben avionetas y empiezan a circular las nubes y empiezan a entrar por las nubes metiendo un químico. Evelyn, ¿estás buscando el químico?
Yeah, I have it here. I had Googled it. So what they actually do is that they have to go between the cloud to go ahead and leave this chemical so that it has to be clouds with a bit of water. So
Yeah.
they put this chemical. Let me see what it was called. I don't know how to say it in English. Pero let me see. Oh, I don't have it anymore. But it's a chemical that they put in the
atmosphere, in the clouds,
atmosphere. There's
whatever.
actually 35 companies around the world that do this, like, for a
Okay.
living. So, I was seeing here that in China they used it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to do that here because of the sequía, just because of it's a freaking
So they
big ass problem.
They started doing
We have
that,
no water.
And, I mean, they did say that it did help a little bit, but obviously there's a lot of people that a lot of houses were burned around there.
The animals.
And the animals, like there's a lot of damage, and they're doing a lot of drives for it. They're actually collecting things. Not only here, I don't know a lot of places here in Chihuahua. I do know I have family in Cuauhtemoc. And some of my cousins, they do have a school, a preschool. It's called Tatowi. And they have actually been collecting things. They've been asking for water bottles, blankets, and canned goods, like not perishable things. So they have been bringing a lot of things towards there. They're not asking for water bottles anymore. They're like, now we need canned food because we have a lot of water to take them. So if you guys are not in Cuauhtemoc, but you guys are here in Chihuahua and you guys can donate, that would be great because
that'd be awesome.
There is people that are really in need, you guys, and it's not like they wanted their house to get burned.
Right. I mean, this is wishful thinking. Hopefully, by the time this episode comes out, things will be a little bit better.
There's 12 registered incendios en la Serra Tarahumara.
That's a lot. It's crazy, dude. And hopefully things get better by the time this episode gets out, even if it's a little bit. But throughout the week previous to this episode, and if it's still continuing, after this episode, we'll be posting on our Facebook story. We'll be posting on the Instagram story. Any places that people can help, that you can donate to, if you guys are able to. Any donation will help.
And if you guys can't maybe donate goods or anything, I don't know if you guys are religious or not, but like whoever you guys believe in, send a little prayer for the people that are in the fire and the people that are helping actually to get out of the fire and are working there so everybody can come out good and be able to go home.
Yeah.
And to all the firefighters, all the people that are volunteering,
everybody, you guys.
Bless you and thank you.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, you guys, it's a really, really harsh thing. I really didn't think it was going to happen here in Chihuahua.
Or
My dad had told me, because I have a cousin that has a rancho para allá, Casas Grandes, and he says, he's like, I really don't have any water. He's like, I'm literally buying pipas de agua and I'm taking them over there myself. And he's like, and it's honestly, I'm not gaining anything, but it's either that or the little animals that I have left, the cows that I have left and everything, either that or they die.
Yeah.
So like,
it's really
and you guys also, the little water that we have, take care of it.
Conserve it. Yeah, conserve as much water as you can.
I'm not saying that you guys are like that are not conserving water or wasting it, but I do see a lot of people that waste water. I sometimes waste water without knowing it. So you guys, that is something very important. The little things that we can
do to help. Take a 5-minute shower, guys. And if you're going to wash your car, get a bucket of water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The little things that we can do to help our world, we can go ahead.
How do you say that word, George?
What word?
Because I already Googled what it was that they're putting in the clouds. It's silver iodide.
Let me see. Silver iodide.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're punting in
the
clouds.
And yeah, guys, I mean this I don't know if this I don't check the times on this one, but I feel like this is a very important one to end off on, because I would feel weird talking about just any other random subject or any other random thing. From us at TBD, the rest of our people that we have with us, just do your best to help out. If you can,
sharing on social media.
Even sharing on social media. If that's as much as you can do, that's still great.
Yeah, you guys. Any form of help is useful nowadays.
So we're gonna end it off on this note. Once again, thank you guys very much for listening. If you do, our 19 listeners, spread the water, spread the good news about the water and the helping out, guys. Okay.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, fuckers.
Have a good day. Bye.
Have a great day, guys. That's my thing. Bye.
How do I cut this off, Eloy?
Eloy, come cut this off, please. Hurry up.
I don't know what I'm doing. No le va a picar nada.